We've had the drop system for over a year now in Minecraft, and this next drop looks really exciting. I'm really excited for all the new cushions and the wool blocks and the dappled forest. It looks like a really good drop, and people have expressed varying opinions over the drops since they've started. And to be honest, I've always kind of been a fan of them. It kind of reminds me of how Minecraft used to do updates, where there's a lot of variety in between the different updates. Like the Happy Ghast and the Amounts of Mayhem update and the Chaos Cubed update are so different from each other. And I think that's something really good for the game as a whole. I think before we had the drop system, they were kind of caught up with upgrading what was already there in the game. Like we had the Nether update and the Caves and Cliffs update, which were all great updates, but they were very focused on upgrading what was already there and not really adding anything original and new. And now with the drop system, they're able to update the game more frequently, which means they can get a lot of other things that need to be done actually done, like back-end work that the game's needed for a very long time is finally getting done. They're cleaning up the code and making the game run a lot better than it did before, which I think is a big deal, and it's more of a deal than people are making it out to be. Same with them making a lot of stuff data driven. That's huge for modders and people who create data packs. And not only are they doing a lot of like good stuff on the back end, but even the actual like features they're adding are pretty significant. Like the updates themselves are kind of small, but like the Happy Ghast is like, this thing is like made building and like where are my little Happy Ghasts over here? These little guys, I have a resource pack on. They're super cute. They make building in survival so much easier. Like if you want to build like a bridge or some massive structure like that, it is so much easier with this thing because it's like a really slow creative flight. I've heard it described as like creative flight, but you have a giant backpack on, and I think that's a really good description. And that's huge. The copper golems are great for easily sorting items if you don't want to make a complicated storage system. Shelves are a great building block, and they have some really cool utility, like being able to swap hot bars and put items in them. Those are really, really great. And I mean, they added more stuff to do with copper, the copper lanterns and stuff. Copper's like way more useful now. I mean, there's just spears. Spears are such a fun weapon, and they're super unique. Got the Nautilus, which makes traveling in water more fun and convenient. I mean, there's so many things they're adding, and it's kind of a big deal. A lot of these things are like a big deal. With this next update, they're taking that even, oh my god, that looks weird. They're taking that even further and adding cushions so we can finally sit in Minecraft. Like that's something we've always wanted for a very long time. It's really weird. Is bro fat? Wait a minute. Bro's got some chonk to him. I shouldn't fat shame him. And they're adding wool slabs and stairs finally, which is a really big deal. And they're finally doing a lot of things that people have been asking for a long time. Except for an end update. And while yeah, we're not getting like huge revolutionary updates like the Nether update or the like Caves and Cliffs update, I think it's clear that, I mean, we know it was not sustainable for them to update the game like that at all. And I think switching to the drop system, I think it has ended up being a very, very, very good thing. And one thing I also really like about these drops is that it's giving Mojang a chance to finally expand the, I guess you could call it the mythology of Minecraft, where for a while we were stuck with like the Nether and the End, and enchanting exists, and there were like these certain things that existed in the Minecraft world, and that's kind of the way it's been, and the game's kind of been confined by that mythology, if that makes any sort of sense. Now they can expand on it and add new stuff. Like we have the creaking, which is a whole new thing we've never seen before. Like, look at this guy. We've never seen anything like this in Minecraft before, and he is very unique, and I think that's really cool. Same with the warden, but that was before the drops were a thing. But and like the sulfur cubes, like they introduced sulfur. Nah, I gotta kill these guys now, unfortunately. Like, I'm sorry. But we have sulfur. Oh my god, he died in one hit. What the heck? I didn't expect that. That's kind of scary. Yeah, sulfur's a whole brand new thing to Minecraft that we've never seen before. And it's not that they've never added anything new to the game, because they've added stuff like that before. Like, it's like adding a new tree species, which they do pretty much every update. But they are expanding, I guess, the rules of the game. I don't know if that makes much sense. It makes sense in my head. I'd love to see them add like a whole new system to the game of some kind, like enchanting or brewing. I think adding a whole new layer, like, I don't know what a system like that could be or what it would add to the game, if it would add anything. Something completely that looks stupid. Something like completely fresh and new that changes things up could be really cool. And I'd love to see something like that one day. Oh, his little feet are like super dark. Yeah, there we go. It's also worth mentioning that as far as I'm aware, I don't think Mojang is limited to doing small updates with this drop system. Like, a lot of people are worried about them not being able to update the end because they're stuck doing drops. But a drop and a major update can be the same thing. Like, I think, as far as I understand it, they can be the same thing. It's just another name for updates, basically. Maybe I didn't understand that correctly, but I don't really see what's stopping them from still doing major updates just because they're doing drops. I don't think they're related. I think they are working on bigger stuff, but they're taking their time to make sure it's done right. Like an end update, for example. I think an end update has to be done very, very carefully, or else it's not going to land very well, which I agree with. I think the end update should be very, very different than what the community would expect it to be. I don't think they would make it into another Nether update. I don't think it should be that. That might be a whole other video and topic of discussion, though. Is that it? Is that everything for the copper golem? I think he's good. Look at him right there. He's so cute. He's kind of tucked away over here, so he's not like super loud or anything. He's not pulling away from the rest of the tutorial world. Yes, I am working on this tutorial world. I have been working on it. We got lots of new stuff around. We got some armadillos over there. There's a castle over there now. I'm working on finishing this up, and I'll make one final video on this tutorial world, and that will be the release of this whole thing. So yeah, I mostly got statues to do. We got a little alley over here and stuff. It's mostly statues and small structures and things like that. And I also think I do have to actually make a lot of the... I have to go right out the tutorial. Why are you oxidized? Oh no! Is it... No! It's all of them! I didn't use the waxed version. No! Another thing I like about the drop system is that because we get made like an update like seasonally, basically, the pacing feels a lot nicer. It feels like we get content a lot more consistently compared to what we would get before. I think that's a really, really good thing for the game, and it kind of keeps like a consistent flow of like, and so like once an update releases and we get all the stuff officially added to the game, we're already about to get started with the next update cycle. With snapshots every week up until the update, it really feels like we consistently are getting new content in some form added to the game, which is really nice to see. And it's nice, it's way better than a year of radio silence and then we get a Minecraft Live and they announce a big thing and then we only get half of that big thing in a single update. I'd much rather stick to what we have now with the drop system than what we had before, by far. And honestly, it kind of creates this weird effect where, oh, I haven't built this village yet. It creates this weird effect where even though we technically get less content each update, it feels like we're getting more content overall just because we're getting it sooner and more often. What do you think of my swamp village? I'm making custom villages for all the unused villagers. I think I need to make it bigger, but I like how this came out. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it for this video. It's kind of like an off-the-cuff, kind of just discussion video while I build that copper golem. But I think it's a interesting topic, and I want to hear what you guys think about it as well in the comments. So let me know what you think of the drop system, whether you like it or dislike it, either or. And be sure to hit that subscribe button, as we're inching pretty close to 1,000 subscribers. So definitely be sure to do that. And with all that being said, that's going to be the end of this video.